Yo, light up. Yo, double up, man, I'm trying to add zeros. Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man, I feel like I'll grow. Long time, I've been dishing out CVs. Back down, I speak to a boss. And my young bro linking these girls, now he pissed, he got makeup on his Fendi top. I'm on route to a mill, like Heskey. In my city, might be coming for the sterling, I'm speeding like Stanley, so we might get techie. And this ain't no Bentley. She pull us up like I said. She said she wanna go to the finals. Could she even hold the semi?
Yo. What's going on, y'all? It's your boy E, 1/3 of the High Press Podcast, and I'm here once again with Bijan. What's going on, baby?
What's good, High Press Nation? What's good, E? What's up? Back to talk some footy. Let's go.
We in the building on a Friday night for y'all. Look at this, man. We in on a Friday night instead of being outside in the world.
Friday night football. Preview for tomorrow morning's games.
Yeah, right?
Friday night football.
Word up. I'm pretty sure most of the leagues, if they haven't already started, they start tomorrow, right?
Yeah, I think there's a game going on earlier. Barcelona and Atletico Bilbao were playing.
Yeah, Barcelona actually lost 1-0
Yeah.
on the fucking 89th minute bicycle kick. Yo,
Yeah, that
see
goal
that
was
shit?
that goal was insane.
yo, he put
And
his foot through
he's
that
38.
Shit.
He's
Word?
38. Arduriz is 38.
How the fuck is he still playing?
Yeah, man. And hitting the game-winning bike against Barcelona.
That's what's up. Now, if I'm not mistaken, is Atletico Bilbao a team that like they only take like Basque players and shit?
I mean, they are in the Basque region, but I don't know too much. I don't know. I didn't hear about that.
I'm pretty sure like it's like a club rule that like you have to be of Basque ancestry to play for I think it's Bilbao. It's one of the like the Basque territory teams and shit. But it's like, sometimes they have a hard time finding players because, the Basque region is a small ass place in Spain. So it's like they can only have people that were either born there or their grandparents or, you know what I'm saying, somebody on down the line and shit, which is kind of crazy.
Very interesting.
I'm pretty sure it's Bilbao. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not high yet, so my marijuana facts haven't kicked in, but I'm pretty sure it's Bilbao. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, that was I saw that, and then there was a couple of games. Bayern drew with Hertha Berlin. They got a penalty. Robert Lewandowski kind of saved the point for them. Somebody else lost too, which was pretty interesting.
Yeah, to that point, I'm actually looking at their lineup right now. So that game was for a La Liga game.
Right.
That Barcelona, that Athletic Bilbao won. And I'm looking at their lineup right now, and every single player on their team is from Spain. I can't see exactly where in Spain they're from, but
Yeah,
I
I'm
can
pretty
see that
sure.
they're all from Spain. Every single starting lineup and bench, all from Spain. So
Yeah,
it would seem like it is them. That's interesting.
I remember I saw a YouTube video on that shit, and they were like, how this small club, from the Basque region, how the roots is deeper than football. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
it's like family shit.
Yeah, Spain in general is very like regional and like territorial. Like they have their very like the Barcelona and the Catalan region is very very like they want their independence. Like that shit's very hostile at one point.
Yeah, like haven't they like sued the Spanish government for not letting them become their own
Yeah, I think so. And they've been
their own
they
territory?
protested. I think there was like riots a few years ago at one point. Like so, yeah, Spain is it's a small country, but it's very very divided, or
That shit is wild. Crazy how we just spent 3 minutes on Atletico Bilbao and we wasn't even planning on talking about these motherfuckers.
High Press Podcast.
High Press Podcast, baby. We go off on tangents here. But anyway,
we take you everywhere.
Yeah, we take you everywhere, baby. Look, you just learned about fucking Bilbao and Basque players and shit. But yeah, what we did come to talk about was a couple topics, a couple cups that went on a few days ago. First one, I know which one is near and dear to your heart, was the UEFA Super Cup. Liverpool.
That's right. Let's go, Liverpool.
Got the win. I believe
Walk
it was.
On.
Was it 1-1 or 2-2, and then it went to penalties?
It's 2-2, and then it went to penalties.
Okay.
After the fucking 30-minute overtime.
Yeah, why? Yeah, I
don't know.
On my notes. Why do they do that? Like, they know that, you know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't like a real. It's not that it's not a real trophy, but it's not a real trophy. And the season is just about to start. Like, why would they make fucking teams play an extra half hour instead of just going straight to penalties after 90?
I mean, I guess, it is during the season, and UEFA want it to be a serious trophy, and so that's what they're making it. It's the Europa League is getting more competitive as the Champions League gets more competitive as well. All this money contract coming in, so I think down the line that this trophy will be a pretty nice one.
Is this the first year?
No, they've done it a few times.
They've done it, okay.
Yeah, the winner. So I mean, it's also a nice little purse too, because the winner got €4.5 million just for winning it, and you get €3.5 million just for being in it. So it's a $1 million for winning the whole thing.
Okay, that's okay.
So not bad.
Yeah, not bad. So I kind of understand why they do it now. Obviously, it's always for the money.
Of course.
Before we get into the game, it was actually a historic game. Stephanie Frappart became the first woman to officiate a major European men's match. So shout out to her.
Yeah, that's right.
Big
shout out.
Girl power and shit. Hot girl summer.
That's right. Women are doing their thing in footy.
Word, except over here in the U.S. where they don't get paid equally, but we ain't even gonna talk about that.
Yeah, that's another topic for another day.
It's another topic for another day. But yeah, Stephanie Frappart became the first female to official a men's game.
Yeah.
I actually saw some like some gifs and shit like on how the coaches was like checking her out, or it looked like they was checking her out, but they could have just been like looking in that direction at like something on the field, but it was like the two coaches from Chelsea, and they were kind of like covering their mouths and like looking directly at her. But she was kind of in front of them, so you know how like the camera can play a trick and shit. But I see them have memes of them being like, of course, the first woman officiating, and fucking guys are staring at her ass already.
I don't. And in their defense, I don't think they really were, but
right,
it's funny.
It's just a funny narrative though. But so yeah, let's get into the game a little bit. Seems like we got good Mane, right?
That's right.
He scored 2 goals, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Good Mane, came in and fucking did his thing. I think this is the season of good Mane, to be honest with you.
For the entire season, because he's very up and down. He's very streaky.
Yeah, I think good Mane is coming. I mean, he might have, a little spell of a dip in form, but I think for the most part, we're going to see him hit that next level this season. I saw it towards the end of last season, where I think towards like the last maybe 10 games for Liverpool, Mane was the most important player in the attack. So
yeah, he definitely was. And during when they were in Champions League, he was routinely coming up with big goals and shit like that.
Yeah, definitely. So I think Mane has hit he's still relatively young. I think he's like 26. So like he's still like in his prime, or just hitting his prime. So I think we can see him get even better. So I'm pretty excited for him.
Yeah. Who else on Liverpool stood out for you? I watched the game, but I kind of watched it in bits and pieces. So I'm kind of gonna lean more towards you on this one.
Yeah. I mean, Firmino, I think he was the man of the match. Like,
fucking Bobby,
bro.
Bobby Firms.
Like that guy. That guy's incredible. He set up. He got the assist for both goals. Both goals. He just incredible. I mean, he didn't even start the match, which I was kind of upset about. But I guess we got to give him a break sometime. He played a full summer, and he's just coming back. So I do understand why he didn't start, but he just came in and immediately changed the game for Liverpool right away. And he's crucial. So he was my man of the match with the 2 assists to Mane. I think Adrian had a pretty
Adrian.
I think he had a pretty good match. This was his first start for Liverpool, so I'm sure he was not expecting to start this soon.
So fucking Klopp was high, bro. Yo, that nigga be he be like too much in space, bro. Like he be laughing at his own jokes and shit. He definitely smoke weed, don't he?
Yeah, Klopp.
Come on, son. I mean, he looked like one of them German stoners, bro.
I think he definitely drinks some beer, but I don't know. I don't know if Klopp smokes weed.
You don't think so?
I don't know,
man. I'm a pothead. I got my pothead senses. I think fucking, Klopp be toking on the boubange, man. I don't know. He just be having these moments. I'd be like, yo, was this nigga high right now? Like how he be acting? Yo, did you see how he ran onto the field and shit? He sprinted like 80 yards.
Love that shit.
Fucking Klopp. Nah, matter of fact, yo, speaking of the goalie, yo, didn't he get hurt when like a fan like slid into him or something like that? I was reading that.
Yeah, no, it's fucking bullshit.
So after the 90, they went to a additional 30. And then after that, they went to PKs. Tommy Abraham actually had the last PK saved. All the Liverpool guys ran onto the field. Fucking Klopp joined them, and then fans started to like run on the field. And then I guess a fan was running to like get into the huddle to the scrum, and I guess a security guard kind of like tackled him, and he fell. And when he fell in the dude's ankle and shit.
Slid right into his ankle.
And now supposedly
he has a swollen ankle, and he's a doubt for tomorrow. So now it's the fucking third string. Like,
good. Fuck insane. Liverpool.
They're still gonna put a thumping on Southampton. I mean,
Southampton's trash.
Yeah, they're not so good, and Good Mane is going back to St. Mary's, old stomping ground. So I think Good Mane is gonna put a few in the net.
We'll see. What did you think about Chelsea? Christian Pulisic got his first start. He got the assist on the Olivier Giroud goal with a beautiful fucking through ball, and then he had a goal called off for offsides. I thought he was on too, by the way.
No, I mean he was definitely off.
You're a fucking liar.
I mean they reviewed it.
So what? I'll go fuck. He was on, man.
Yeah, he would. One thing about Pulisic, he was off a lot in that game. Actually, in the first half, especially, dude must have got called for like 5 or 6 offsides alone.
Yeah.
So
he did though.
He's definitely got to clean that up because that could kill momentum for such a young player, which is what he needs to build coming into a new league and all of that. So I would like to see him clean that up. But he had a great first match. I thought he didn't look out of his depth at all. He was good. He did his thing. I think he looked very confident when he played.
That pass to Giroud was class, bro.
Yeah, that was nice.
He split your man Verge. You was talking all that Virgil shit.
That's
split Verge real quick.
That's more on Joe Gomez for not following that run. Yeah, because I mean Verge obviously played that perfectly. Because I mean, if Joe Gomez had a terrible game actually, but if Joe Gomez was cutting off the passing lane, tracking that run like he was supposed to on that side, then it might have been a little different story. But I think it was, Pulisic looked up, saw his man. Fair play to him. The man was open. He hit him. That's all you can ask of him.
And fucking Olivier Giroud, man. I saw this stat online. I don't know if you're aware of this, but Olivier Giroud has 12 goals in his last 13 European matches. So that's like Europa League and Champions League.
Yeah,
so in his last 13 games,
big matches,
12 fucking goals. Why can't he score in the Premier League though? I don't get it.
I don't know. He's a weird player. He scores like golazos too, and
like big fucking important goals. And
and they're golazos. And I don't know. He's just a weird player. I don't really know how to explain Giroud. to be honest with you.
He's French. That's what it is.
I think that's the only reason why he's actually good, because otherwise he'd be terrible. But he has all the perfect makings for a striker. He's very tall. He has a great shot. He has very good skill on the ball. He can pass well. He's pretty good in the air, but it never all comes together as one consistently. But you see it in like one game here,
in flashes
here and,
and shit, right? Like he fucking teases you. Yeah. That's
Giroud for you. But no, I thought Chelsea played really well. Conte was my man of the match for Chelsea. That guy is fucking incredible. I think that guy's like, he's in the argument for the best player in the league.
Word.
I mean, Conte is incredible. My hat's off to that guy. I mean, I think if Chelsea had won, he obviously would have been man of the match for Chelsea. But his dribbling skills are a lot better than I thought too, which I don't know if he started working on that or if he's always had that in his repertoire. But Conte's been he was cutting some people. He was cutting some dudes up. I think he megged who did he meg? I think he megged Milner. I don't know. But he was doing well.
Come on, James Milner is 47 years old.
Yeah, but Milner's good. Milner's a good defender.
But yeah, see, Conte is usually more known for his defensive work. Even shooting wise, if you leave him open from outside the box,
he can rip one.
He'll take a pop at it. Yeah, he's definitely, if not probably a top 3 midfielder in the world.
All around, definitely, yeah.
Like when you talk about guys that would fit in at any team, it doesn't matter the system. It doesn't matter what position you put him in. He's just one of those type of players that is going to go out and get it, and he's going to make a difference, and the other team is going to fucking hate playing against him.
Yeah. Conte should be in every starting lineup in the world, no matter what.
Except the high press starting 11 because he don't smoke weed and shit.
Conte's a good guy. Conte's very good. So. He's a very wholesome man.
He definitely ain't cracking our lineup, but
but that's a good thing. That he does not want to crack our lineup.
But yeah, it was a overall good game, very entertaining game.
Yeah, it was very entertaining.
Liverpool lifted up the trophy. Yeah.
Right. Liverpool, another trophy in the bank. That's 2 in what, as many months, I believe. So Liverpool is turning a nice chapter, and that's a good boost of confidence for their for the run of the Premier League. But honestly, speaking as a Liverpool fan and an unbiased person as well, Liverpool's got to clean their shit up.
Right.
They're not winning the league if they displayed anything what they split. They need to play more like the second half of the Community Shield, but I did not see that in the Chelsea game. Saw a very sloppy Liverpool game, or Liverpool team in midfield, especially. The midfield was terrible. One of the worst midfield performances I've seen in the Liverpool team in the last 2 years.
I mean, granted, we also do gotta factor in the fact that this competition happened so early. They literally just started the season and shit.
Yeah.
So it could be a little rust. Like you were talking about with Pulisic just being on sides. He's brand new to that team. So, his teammates might not, know his body language, like how to read him and shit, when to pass and, catch his feints and all of that. But that shit will develop with time. Liverpool, they're going to be contenders for the league. I don't think they're going to win it, but, they'll definitely be up there. And they got to defend that Champions League crown.
That's right. We'll see.
Speaking of another competition, the Campeones Cup. Did you see Atlanta United versus Club America? Were you watching?
I was not. I missed that one, unfortunately.
But
I wanted to watch it, but unfortunately I missed it. But yeah, no, I heard it was a good game. Atlanta United fucking brought the trophy home, so that's pretty fucking
United
huge.
won 3-2 in an awesome back and forth game, also a historic game. Atlanta United became the first Major League Soccer team to defeat a Liga MX team, in like a trophy final and shit.
That's right.
So
So a
shout
little
out to Atlanta United.
shout out there, a little revenge for the Gold Cup, right
Yeah,
there.
definitely. Word.
That's
No,
right.
it was a great fucking game though. Like at first there was like a VAR review, right? They reviewed the call. Originally, they called it a penalty, but people were like, "Yeah, they don't know if it was a dive." I mean, he did clip Martinez in the box, so he comes in. They give the penalty. Joseph Martinez and shit does his little fucking run up. I don't know if you've ever seen Joseph Martinez take a penalty, but he does
Nah.
this like he does. So he starts like straight up on the ball, right? Then he takes like these little chop side steps to the left. And then on his run up, he does like a stutter step run up. And then sometimes he fucking hops before he takes the penalty and he swings on his way down from the hop. Like, it's the weirdest shit I've ever seen. I don't know why the fuck he does that. Like, it just
It's
looks
so
crazy.
weird.
It's mad weird. And mad Atlanta fans, they talk about hating that shit or whatever. But
Yeah,
I mean,
I would too.
usually he converts him, So
Well, at least
this one actually ended up getting saved and shit, and everybody was talking mad crap.
fucking asshole.
But then I think I think at the end of the game, Paul Pogba was inside the box. A Club America defender like slid at him trying to get the ball, but he clipped Pogba. Pogba goes down. They give Martinez another penalty. He steps up and takes it regular this fucking time without no hop step, and he buries it for the third goal that got them the trophy.
So then, why does he have to do the hop step in the first place? That's my question. Here's my thing. Why don't you stick with it then through and through? Like, why you got to change it up then? Because then it is a mental thing.
One. Yeah, it is.
Well, then it is a mental thing. So I don't know. I don't know, Josef, bro. I got to talk to him about that one.
So that's how he is. He likes, being flashy and shit. So that jump step looks kind of cool. But anyway, it was definitely a real good game. I believe this was the first year of it too. I think this is a new competition, if I'm not mistaken. So MLS won it and they beat Liga MX in it too. So that's like something
very nice.
Mexicans was not happy about that.
Not at all.
Not
at all.
So did you hear about La Liga getting fined for some app, like their mobile app for the league?
Yeah, I saw this little headline about it, and I thought it was just like some conspiracy like bullshit. But like honestly, that's crazy.
So supposedly, if you're not up to speed, I believe it was like last month or shit. This shit went really under the radar.
Very under the radar. That's
like
who buried that,
Yeah, exactly. I didn't see a lot of publications. I didn't hear a lot of like podcasts talking about it and shit. But so supposedly La Liga, they have a app for the phones, right? So people can watch, subscribe and watch shit on their phones for content. So they had to pay a 250,000 euro fine because they were spying through the app. They were getting access to people's microphones and they were like using people's like location data to find out where they were. And if it was like a large gathering of people, bar or something, they would like know that a bar was illegally streaming the fucking games.
See, that's crazy. Like, it'd be one thing if like their systems were somehow able, like if the bar was streaming it illegally and like their IT, whatever, whoever's in charge of that shit, I believe, whatever IT department was able to like tell like it was being illegally streamed through the bar through like their network or whatever. That's one thing, right? That's all. I'm okay with that. But like fucking spying on people through the
tapping into
their
the
phones,
microphones,
that's crossing. That's on some other shit. And then
that's some shaky shit. But La Liga is going to appeal because they said that during their terms of service they have people consent to this exact feature, the turning on and off of the microphone, they haven't consented twice. So you got to click it. You got to approve it 2 times before they even let you use the app. So that's kind of how they're going to get around the loophole. They're like, listen, y'all letting us do this shit. And you know what? It's not just La Liga, guys. Wake up, world. Not to be
everyone's doing
conspiracy shit, but this is what they're doing now. Like,
if La Liga's doing it, let me tell you something. If those punks are doing it,
where you think they got the technology from?
Exactly. La Liga, like small fries compared
Siri,
to who's really
Alexa,
doing it.
You know what I'm saying? All those shits, your phone, they're listening to us right now as we're recording this podcast. Like,
but I don't know if I don't necessarily know if like La Liga's argument would necessarily hold up, because I think there has been precedent, and I don't know if it's like if it would hold up in a European court. I don't know exactly how this would work. But I think there has been precedent set that you can't hold necessarily someone to something like that in such a long user agreement. Right. User agreement, you can't do that shit. Like, so I don't know. It depends, I guess, how they worded the microphone use. Honestly, I don't really know. I'm not a lawyer, but
well, supposedly they said that the app has been downloaded 10 million times. And also in a statement, La Liga said that the reason that they use it is to stop illegal broadcasts of their streams, because they lose about, they said, 400 million euros every year due to the people pirating the games and shit. So like I understand, but y'all can't fucking do that. I don't care how much money y'all lose, because the money y'all making from streaming these shits anyway is $1 billion. So shut the fuck up and leave my damn microphone off.
And at the same time, do you really need to be paying does Messi really need to be making $40 million a year?
Probably not.
Can't he make 30? Like,
He could. Speaking of Lionel Messi and all that, he actually missed Barcelona's first game.
Yeah, he didn't play today.
He got a calf injury, and also the latest reports, of course, the patented Neymar segment on the fucking High Press podcast.
Neymar yet again.
Supposedly, Barca is putting in a final offer, 100 million euros. Coutinho, Semedo, and some other kid named Jean-Claire Todibio for Neymar.
So I don't think Coutinho is. I think Coutinho's done. He's in Bayern now. I'm pretty sure he's going to Bayern.
Right. I actually did see that this morning.
Yeah,
I just forgot about it because I'm high right now.
He's going to Bayern, so I honestly don't know what's going on with that. You hear Real Madrid are waiting in the periphery, sniffing around at this deal to fall through, but I think it's going to happen.
So, but Coutinho's going to Bayern on loan, though, right? Like they didn't buy him.
This is a loan, and I don't know I don't know if the details have been released yet, and honestly, I don't even know if Coutinho to Bayern is official. I think it's just been I think Coutinho just agreed that he would go to Bayern. So I don't know if the Bayern and Barca have actually agreed on the terms yet.
Nah, because
have they?
Okay. I don't think so, but then again, nowadays, who fucking knows? I mean, it is probably a done deal, but who knows? Like I said, we're recording this shit Friday night. Like the news popped this morning, so we don't even know yet.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Bayern are gonna do a James type situation there and see what they get.
Yeah, they'll pay a fee to loan them, and then they'll send them back or whatever, or they'll try to lowball an offer.
Yeah.
See
if they want to buy them. Yeah, that's probably what'll happen.
But it's saying that Messi, PK, and Luis Suarez are all telling Barcelona, yo, do this fucking deal. Like we need Neymar on the squad. Stop bullshit. So we'll see. That's our patented Neymar reference. Fuck that. We skipping it. Going away. Next thing. Did you see the list for 2018-19 Player of the Year finalists?
Yes, I did.
Your man is on there.
It's a very nice list.
Your man is on there.
Yeah,
I'm about that.
Verge is on the list, and there are many Liverpool players on the list, which is very nice to see.
There is. I saw that. I said, damn.
Yeah, man, Liverpool had a great season. Champions League, winners.
So wait, so the top three finalists was pretty easy. Everybody could guess, right? Lionel Messi, Cristiano Ronaldo, and Virgil van Dijk, which was well deserved by Van Dijk as well. He definitely deserves to be in that conversation.
Yeah, I think so for sure.
But the honorable mentions are like the next people on the list, because I guess they do it by some sort of point system, right?
Yeah, like I don't know how FIFA does it at all. I'm pretty sure it's some corrupt fucking way, because you know FIFA.
Yeah, we already know how they get down, right? Yeah.
So it depends on who can afford to pay whoever's making the decision the most money, and it's normally Messi and Ronaldo, because they're the richest motherfuckers in the game.
So yeah,
but they're also the best in the game.
So the honorable mentions, or the next people on the list, were Alisson, Sadio Mane, and Mo Salah. So that's 4 Liverpool players right there. Hazard, Matthias de Ligt, Frankie De Jong, and Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, not bad. Not a bad list of players right there.
I mean, I'm not sure if Frankie De Jong is the list of deserve to be on there. I think they're getting mad credit for that Champions League shit.
Yeah, they're doing that, and those two are like the flavor of the year,
Right, yeah, they're like they're big transfers.
Popular, yeah, they're
One
young.
Frankie De Jong went to Barca. And
exactly.
Now, De Ligt is on Juve now.
Yeah, and like Ajax are like a historically like prominent European team, so like if it's a feel good probably thing by FIFA and PR thing or marketing thing to kind of slip them in there and fill out the list.
I already know who you think should win, but who do you think is gonna win?
Honestly, I don't know this year, man.
I hate him, but it gotta be Lionel Messi, bro. 48 goals, 18 assists in 48 games, like that guy's a fucking animal.
Yeah, and he did win La Liga.
He won La Liga. They won the Spanish Super Cup. They were runner-up in Copa del Rey, and he was the top scorer in Champions League, even though they got eliminated early.
Yeah, well, semifinals.
Right. I mean, earlier than obviously the finals and shit, because usually, it's like those type of players.
But yeah, I mean, Messi's obviously always you can't say Messi will win it and be wrong. I just, he's always deserving of winning it. He's the best player in the world to me. But I think Virgil should get it, and not just because I'm a Liverpool fan, because Virgil had a great season, won Champions League. That Liverpool defense, you gotta think about what that Liverpool defense was before he actually came to that team.
Right.
They were terrible. And like also, come on, man, like fucking Messi and Ronaldo have won it every fucking year, man.
Yeah,
give it to someone else. If it was like, even if it wasn't Virgil, if it was another like say defender, because it's also exciting that's not an attacker too. Like if it was another defender or someone else that had a amazing season, like a better season than Virgil, and he was in the top 3 finalists, then I would vote for that guy too, because I think I would like to see someone else get it, and I think it's cool to see another position get it too.
I mean, he has 6 goals and 4 assists. Like, for a defender, that's fucking awesome. Like,
yeah, that's pretty good.
He contributes in multiple ways. Like, how many times has he hit a 60-yard ping? You know what I'm saying? A diagonal ball that leads to a goal. You know?
Well, that assist to Mane in the Champions League goal against Bayern.
Exactly. Shit like that.
Virgil does shit like that. Yeah.
That doesn't happen. He's by far the best defender in the world.
His tackles, he doesn't get. He wasn't dribbled by at all last season, so he had 0 dribbles passed. He had 0, so that was. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Right, the whole season, nobody dribbled past you. Like, what kind of shit is that?
Play against Messi. Messi didn't even dribble past you. Like, I think Virgil deserves it, man. That's my thing. Champions League winner. Stats are there for a defender. He transformed the Liverpool defense. I think he has the trophies to back it up and the stats to back it up. But that being said, you can't say. That being said, if Messi won it, I wouldn't say that's wrong either.
if Ronaldo wins it, I don't think he should get it. I think he's third just because he went to Juve and he didn't have to do as much, as he did on Real Madrid. Like, they're more like team oriented, so his stats weren't really there. Yeah, he won a couple things, but I agree with you. Verge deserves it.
Yeah, Juve was gonna win all of that anyway without Cristiano, because they won. I think they won Serie A for the last like 6 years in a row or some shit like that. Exactly. I don't even know. 7 years, probably longer. Ronaldo and Juve are judged in the Champions League strictly, so they're gonna have to. I think if Ronaldo's gonna get that Ballon d'Or again, he's gonna have to make his name in the upcoming Euro tournament and Champions League.
Right. We'll see. Drum roll, please. Let's see what else I got. Did you see the latest rumor about Cavani?
Yeah. He might be joining Inter.
Cavani?
Not Inter Milan.
Yeah, not Inter Milan.
Inter Miami. Let's clarify that.
David Beckham breaking out the bag for Cavani, huh?
Yeah, I've heard that Inter Miami is definitely on his list. I've also heard that there are talks that he could potentially go back to Napoli. That Napoli might be interested in bringing Ancelotti might be interested in bringing him back. But I also heard that it was also stated that he's always wanted to finish his career at his boyhood club in Uruguay. So that's the nostalgia of home, you can never count that part out. And speaking of, when does his contract expire at PSG?
I believe he has 12 months. So I believe,
So at the end of this season.
Yeah, at the end of this season, his contract is up, and he's not planning on signing an extension with PSG.
Nah, I wouldn't think so.
So he's gonna leave for free, basically.
So yeah, so he'll be 33. I think at 33, Cavani, the type of player he is, especially, he could give he's like a Zlatan type of body type, and
if he comes to MLS, he'll kill people.
Yeah, definitely. But I think he can. He has. But I think he has longevity too. I think Zlatan was still playing high. Zlatan was playing at Manchester United at 37. So
right, exactly.
So I think Cavani can do something similar to that. So I wouldn't discount Inter Miami ultimately, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went maybe to a Napoli, another good European team, and then went to Inter and then finished his last year or two at Uruguay. I could see all of that happening, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that definitely all sounds plausible. But my thing is, yeah, Cavani and all that, but tell me who has had a better come up than David Beckham, though.
Beckham, man.
Fam, how you come over here and get it in your contract that you can buy a franchise for a portion of the fucking price, and now he's here. They're about to start next season, and he's being linked with bringing in Edson Cavani. Yo, shout out to Becks, man.
Well, I mean, he took a risk too. He was the first guy to really do it when he came. Beckham didn't
to really come over it.
He didn't come over when he was when he was done either. He came over when he was still pretty good. Because when he was in the MLS, he was playing for PSG, and he had a little stint in England's national team still while he was in the MLS. He was being loaned out to PSG and stuff, and having Champions League runs, so he was still playing.
He was just the guy that needed to be the face. MLS needed
He's a very marketable guy. Yep.
So they bend it over backwards. They literally get people are paying 120 million just to get into MLS, and I think he got it for 25.
Insane.
And that was built into his contract. He's like, yo, the only way I'm coming over here is if y'all let me buy a team later on. You know what I'm saying? And he did it.
And I think he was part owner of LA Galaxy. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like he was. I feel he has some type of ownership stake in LA when he came over too. He was a player owner type shit.
Yeah. Matter of fact, speaking of that, it seems like a lot of Americans are actually getting involved in soccer teams. I don't know if you noticed, but Seattle Seahawks quarterback Russell Westbrook and his wife Ciara, they actually became
Russell
part
Wilson.
of. Yeah, I'm sorry. Who did I say?
Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely not Russell Westbrook. He got bags, but I don't think he got the bag like that. They became I guess shareholders of the Seattle Sounders. You had James Harden last month. He joined a investment group that is part owners of the Houston Dynamo. You got everybody over there at LAFC. You got guys like Nomar Garcia-Parra, Magic Johnson, Will Ferrell, LeBron at Liverpool.
That's right.
This guy Rocco Camiso. He's the owner of the Cosmos. He actually bought Fiorentina in Italy, and he's talking about bringing Americans over to the league. So it just seems like it's getting a little bit more mainstream, no?
I hope so. That'd be great. I really hope it does. I mean, I still don't think it's overtaken hockey, to be honest with you.
You don't think so?
Nah. I don't know. I don't think so. Like, I feel like, at least from where I am, I don't really see, in Chicago at least, I don't see any Chicago Fire at all. You don't hear about it, nothing. It's Blackhawks. Obviously, it's going to be the Bears and the Cubs. But, no, the Blackhawks definitely have a bigger following. I feel like the Rangers have a bigger following in New York than Red Bulls and NYCFC combined. Wouldn't you say?
I mean, but that goes with history too, though. Obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
But it's, my point is just that it's so many Americans seeing financial value in investing in soccer. That's what's actually dope to me. And shit like that is what is gonna push the culture forward and push the sport forward, and make us a better nation.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. Like, and you see it too. You see these in ownership groups and investment groups investing. They've been investing in European football. Like the Leeds owner, I think, is American. Newcastle owner, I mean, Mike Ashley's a piece of shit, but he's American. The Arsenal owner is American. United owners are American. Liverpool owner is American. Yeah. Pretty sure the Aston Villa owners are American. Like, there's a lot of American owners in British football too. So it's nice to see, and I would hope that would translate in the future to more popularity in the U.S.
I wonder how much they paid to get into that shit. I was looking. I didn't see the figures. I guess they just joined, like, you know what I'm saying, some group or whatever. But AJ took a picture. It was like Russell Wilson, Ciara, their kids, and a bunch of white people.
Yeah, I mean, I know. I think I'm pretty sure when LeBron first did invest in Liverpool, he bought, I want to say it was like a 1% stake now, or it could be less than that, but it was it was a very small fraction he bought into FSG.
Mm-hmm. Which is the Fenway Sports Group.
Yeah, so I think that's what he did. And then he started, when he got his money up, and he started investing more in the Liverpool portion of their stake.
Yeah, like, doesn't he own like a nice little piece?
I'm not sure, to be honest with you, how much he owns. I don't think I want to say it's something in the grand scheme of things like 6%, but I'm not sure. I don't think he has much. He doesn't own much in Liverpool.
I mean, like, as much as LeBron James being a 6% owner of Liverpool, that's dope, nigga. Like,
yeah, that's funny.
You know what I'm saying? That's dope.
I love that. Yeah,
that's fire.
And his company, like, what are they called? Unrivaled or?
Yeah, I don't
forgot
know,
what
but
they're called.
Yeah, no, they're like a all inclusive. Like, they're producing TV.
Yeah, that production company,
a sports agency and all that. They make movies.
They just signed a deal with Liverpool, actually. So a lot of Liverpool content's going to be coming out produced by LeBron's company, and they signed Mbappe as well. So there's a lot of You know, that's a lot of cool things going on. You know, that LeBron in the NBA is getting involved in like, you know, producing like cool content that obviously Americans are gonna see.
Are
Like
gonna want to watch. Yeah, exactly.
like a kid who's a normal like LeBron fan that has never watched soccer in his life, but he loves LeBron, will be like, oh, LeBron's company produces, let me watch it. And might see like a dope ass video of Mbappe, and he might start watching Mbappe and realize like, yo, this shit's cool, man. Like,
Right.
so you know, you never know how it could end up, but I just hope it does. That'd be really awesome.
Nah, and then it's, it goes in the same thing, especially over here locally. A guy like James Harden, who is a god in Houston, being invested in the Major League Soccer team, like that's one thing I think that Atlanta had right. They got like the backing of the community, and they had like mass celebrities and all of that, supporting the team. And I think that definitely helps in American culture. Fucking Americans only respect celebrities and shit.
Yeah.
So if you want more eyes, like you see James Harden over there in the press box celebrating goals and all that, kids might want to start going to games, checking it out.
No, for real. That I think that will help for sure. That's a great move by the MLS to try and facilitate that.
Out here getting that bag, man.
Got it.
I need one of those. Yo, we never started the GoFundMe account to buy Knox County, man. We got to do that.
That's right. We only need probably only need like 20 mil.
Right. It's probably not that much, yo. We could probably get that shit, yo.
So that's all we need.
I got another couple wild topics and shit, you know what I'm saying, before we close out. Since it's Friday, I was about to call. They go to sirens.
That's it.
Oh yeah. Yo, it's not High Press Podcast unless you hear sirens in the background of one of our cities.
That's right, man. That's Chirac for you.
Chirac. Somebody got shot every fucking episode.
Every episode, maybe like multiple times an episode too.
Yo, this shit is crazy, man. But yeah, I said it's a Friday, so we gonna call this some fuck shit Friday, because it's been a lot of wild stories that have been going on in soccer, if you haven't noticed and shit. The first one I want to talk about, Tottenham's star signing Ndoumbele. He was involved in some controversy and shit. Apparently, hackers got into some internal servers and tried to steal $2 million of his fucking transfer fee to Spurs.
That's crazy. That's insane. They try to steal it from the club that was getting the sell-on fee, so like the smaller club that developed him.
Right. So Spurs bought him from Lyon.
Yeah, and I'm all for sticking it to the man, but not the smaller club.
They need that fucking money.
Do that shit to Tottenham,
Nah, but that's the thing. You can't do it to Tottenham.
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? They have provisions and all that. But okay, so if people aren't familiar, so supposedly hackers hacked into a email server, and they got some sort of document that was like a bill or some charges, because I believe Spurs owed the club like $12 million of the sell-on fee. Right? So the guys charged them for $2 million, I believe. And then the paperwork actually got caught. Somebody on the Spurs end was like, wait, what's this bank account or some shit like that?
Yeah, somebody, in the end, somebody caught it before it was routed to the actual account. But it almost got through, and I think the hackers are definitely at large. They're not catching those.
And so supposedly, this isn't the first time that it happened to the team. I think like last month or 2 months ago, they sold the kid to Man United, and then somebody tried to steal a piece of that transfer fee too.
To the same team,
the same team, I think. Yeah.
Oh my God.
So somebody over there is bugging, all right? They gotta figure some shit out. Somebody's the mole, you know what I'm saying? They working with scammers in Brooklyn. They trying to get y'all for transfer fees. It's not a good look.
That's insane, man.
I don't even remember what the club it was. See, look, there go that second ambulance again.
Yeah, There it is. It's Friday night. It's fuck Friday.
Yeah,
It's
shit
fuck
is
shit
going
Friday.
down
Like
now. Yeah, fuck shit Friday is going
it
down
happens
right now.
everywhere.
But this stealing of transfer fees, this isn't the first time it happened. I believe in 2014, a Italian club got scammed for like I think it was 7 million euros when they routed the transfer fee to a like Swiss bank account or some shit like that because some hackers got into their email system too.
It's insane. And I mean, you would figure these clubs are kind of easy targets too, because like what kind of a hacker going up against like a smaller club like that French Amiens club, and like I mean they are easy targets, but it's kind of fucked up they're doing it to these small clubs. It's crazy. Like you have so many things to worry about as a club. You got to worry about your players' health, their mentality, your cooking staff, your grounds. Like you have so many things to worry about,
And now you got to worry about
making a
people
deal go
stealing
through,
transfer fees.
and then hacked a transfer fee hacked from you. Like that's crazy, man. That's just too much.
Yeah,
when does it end?
I don't know. That shit is crazy. But I believe they got the money though. They never transferred it over or whatever like that. And I guess they're gonna check the internal systems. I just thought that was funny though.
Definitely.
Mesut Ozil and Syed Kolasinac missed the home opener versus Newcastle.
Yeah.
Because of like threats from that gang that fucking tried to rob them last month and shit.
Yeah, that's some crazy shit. So apparently, like, there's some controversy also going on with the media about this because the media went and broadcasted like outside of Ozil's home. So now these guys like know where Ozil lives too. So that they didn't help out in that situation at all. So like that just added even more. So like now that I think that's what kind of made it like that really startled, I guess, Ozil's family when they saw the house on the news and like they got threats now that they knew the address and shit. So I think Arsenal was just like, you know what, we go away. They're getting them. I think they have a security detail. That's it's some scary shit, man.
Yeah, matter of fact, the reason it was on the news is because two guys got arrested for fighting with the security outside the crib. Like they were like trying to harass the family.
There you go.
And supposedly now there was like this thing with this Turkish gang that kind of like offered to protect them, but they were like, no, thank you. So now they got beef with the Turkish gang too. Like,
it's just a mess.
What's going on over there in North London, man? Your fucking Arsenal got enough shit to worry about on the field. But now fucking Ozil and Kolasinac need security 24/7. Well, I think Ozil needs the security.
Yeah, Ozil definitely needs the security.
He don't need the security, bro. He handled his like a G.
Ozil needs to go to Turkey where he'll be protected by Erdogan and his army.
But I mean, like this isn't new either. I don't know if you know, but supposedly in 2010, Steven Gerrard, he had to pay off some goons from Liverpool, because they were like harassing his family. Ross Barkley actually got into a fight over a girl, and a lot of people are saying that's why he wanted to leave Everton, because he didn't want to run into the gang and shit. Supposedly, your man Paul Pogba bought like this fucking security dog that's like trained to kill just because he's so scared of people, trying to rob him. These guys are targets, man.
No,
it's unfortunate.
And the way it happens is crazy. And like, and Wayne Rooney too. Wayne Rooney was a big target.
Yeah, that happened to him a couple times, I think.
Well, the Wayne Rooney story is actually the Wayne Rooney and Steven Gerrard stories are actually very crazy. I'll just mention them real quick. The Wayne Rooney. So Wayne Rooney.
Yo, them dudes in Liverpool don't play, boy.
No, Liverpool. There's some tough boys there. Yeah.
Yeah, those Merseyside goons are nothing to fuck with, man.
But like Wayne Rooney, when he was coming up, his parents, working class family and everything, very honest, hardworking people. They like, I guess they didn't know any better, and young Wayne Rooney, they gave like some local aspiring agent / thugs, let him be his agent, But like I guess as Rooney got up, he was on Everton, and Everton ended up selling him to United for that large fee. But Rooney at this time had a new professional agency, so these local thugs didn't like that, so they started like sending death threats to his new agent and his family, and like it was a whole mess. So, but Rooney eventually got out of it. He moved to Manchester, and I guess it eventually died down. But the Steven Gerrard thing is like even crazier.
He actually paid dudes, right?
No, I don't think he ended up paying. I don't think he paid dudes. But what happened was he was dating some dude that used to date this this gangster in Liverpool. This very crazy dude. This dude got very jealous. Went on like a 2-year terrorizing spree of Gerrard. He was like following Gerrard everywhere. He was chasing him on the street in his car. He put a brick through Gerrard's car window. He threatened to shoot Gerrard in his leg so he couldn't shoot the ball anymore.
So play. Right, yeah.
So then Gerrard finally, I guess his family was at wit's end. So they enlisted, they called up on some contacts, and they got this older gangster to come in. And they apparently, as the story goes, they went to this dude's house who was terrorizing Gerrard, and they shot the dude in the mouth with pellets. So they scarred his face, and the dude never bothered Gerrard again. But
crazy.
But then in 2010, not in 2010, sorry, in 2004, there was that whole thing with Gerrard going to Chelsea. Gerrard was about to go to Chelsea. I don't know how many people realize he was literally texting Mourinho saying, "I can't wait to be there next week to go." And then the story goes that in the night, some gangsters visited his dad's house and was like, "You know how we saved your son from not being terrorized anymore? Well, we're calling on that favor. He's not leaving Liverpool." And they essentially threatened the family that if Gerrard left, they would make it would be bad. So he called an impromptu press conference and said he was staying. So that gangland element is that shit's crazy, man.
But I actually think the video being released made it worse because the gang that did it, they got embarrassed.
Yeah, no, I think
you know
that's
what I'm saying. So I think that's accelerating the thing for them wanting to get back at these guys.
I think that's really accelerating. Yeah, because they were made to look like punks.
They look like bitches.
Yeah, it was 2 against 1.
That shit was wild. And one last story before we leave. And I actually wanted to tell you about it because you probably didn't see the video, but you've been in the atmosphere before. So there was a league game in Chile, and a guy from the opposition was trying to take a corner kick in the fan section, right? So they were literally throwing everything they had at this guy. Bottles, you know what I'm saying? People were probably throwing shoes and shit, some sort of sticks. It was so crazy that the security guards, they had to go in the back and take these big fucking umbrellas and cover the guy while he was taking the corner kick because the fans would literally not let him take that shit.
Yeah, no, I saw a clip of that part, the umbrella portion of it. And it's just crazy that they didn't even call the game. They're still playing.
Right? Yo, if you throwing shit at me now, I'm not fucking.
You gotta
playing
call
here.
the game.
Yo, these fans is well, and I mean, you know the culture because you spent a lot of time in South America and you've been to games and shit. Have you have you seen that shit before?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, that shit, big time, dude. I've seen way worse than that. I've seen very bad. I went to a Boca River game in Argentina. And for those of you that don't know, Boca and River are arch rivals in
super rivalry,
big time rivals. And obviously for those games, pretty much everywhere in soccer all around the world, they separate the fans. Fans on one side, fans on the other. So the way it just so happened to be for this game is because the way the Boca Stadium is, it's 2 levels. So the way this one happened to be was that Boca fans were on the first level, obviously, because it was a Boca home game.
Yeah.
And all the River fans were on the top. So we ended up like getting some random tickets off of some dude, and we didn't even get seats. We were like in the middle, like in the standing room.
Yeah,
shit,
some standing room only shit. Right.
But we were covered. So the River Plate fans during the second half started pissing on the Boca fans.
Oh,
bro, they had their dicks out pissing on these
people?
Motherfuckers.
Oh, dude, my God.
It was, oh my God, I couldn't believe. And there's like, what can you do? The stadium was packed. Like you know, there's way more people than should have been allowed in there.
Yeah, right.
Like if the stadium fits 50,000, there was like. Now, the stadium fits like 40,000. I don't know how many say, but if it fitted like 40,000, there was like 60,000 people. And that's what it felt like.
Yeah, it was way over capacity with niggas pissing on each other.
Yeah. So, but yeah, the atmosphere, they're crazy down there, man. They take it to a whole nother level. Like when we went there, we didn't wear any shirt. Like even for Boca, even though we were in Boca neighborhood and everything. We just wore like white t-shirts, nothing. Because you don't even want to be involved in that shit.
That shit is crazy, man. Peeing on people? Wow.
Yeah,
I definitely think we need to end the podcast right there because I can't take no more of this shit.
Yeah, so word of advice, if you go to a big match in South America, try and make sure you're in a seat that's covered.
So you don't get pissed on.
Yeah, or make sure you're on the top level. Yeah, be on the top level.
That shit is wild, bro. That's wild, man. Yo, we definitely covered a lot of ground today, and we did it in about an hour. So you know what, yo, shout out to us, man.
Shout out to High Press.
Matter of fact, yeah, shout out to us because now we official. We across all streaming platforms. We on Apple Podcasts. We on Google Podcasts. We on Spotify. We on Speaker, Decker, YouTube, all of that, man.
Check us out on all of that.
High Press Podcast is official. And I mean, go to our Twitter, High Press Pod 420. I got all the links up there pinned, you know what I'm saying, to the first comment. Yo, we just want to thank everybody that be tuning in and I'm saying interacting with us and giving us show ideas. We really appreciate y'all, man. Bijan, once again, my G, thank you very much for joining me on this Friday night.
All right, boys. Everyone, High Press Nation. Thanks so much for listening. We appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed the show. High Press out.
Peace. We'll see y'all next week, man.
Double up, man, I'm trying to add zeros. Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man, I feel like Aguero. Long time, I've been dishing out CVs. Back down, I speak to a boss. And my young bro linking these girls, now he pissed, he got makeup on his Fendi top. I'm on route to a mill like Heskey. In my city, might be coming for the Sterling. I'm speeding like Sonic, so we might get techie. And this ain't no Bentley. She pull her top up like I said. She said she wanna go to the finals. Could she even hold the semi? Let me talk for a minute. Trying to hit a belly with a squad. More time than the reason I was missing. Different. You can see the drip from the step that splash. Once I thought that I might have went fishing. And the kitchen came straight from the Naples. Italy, big bro, looking insane. Looking insane. He just turned 23 now. He trying to get a watch just to match with the chain. I couldn't wait to the end of the month, man. I had to be up, so I switched up the break. Can't really trying to blow this cake like a birthday. It's coming like March the 8th. And I just said I well with bro, man. He said soon, home's gonna be okay. Like I'll be back this summer. Break to the law for the come up, man. You see, I got my hands on a poor marathoner. In this thing, try to dig me for the bees. I tell her I'm broke, I need more that seller. In this thing, try to dig me for the bees. I tell her I'm broke, I need more that seller. Double up, man, I'm trying to add zeros. Them man there for the other win, but we got it last minute, man, I feel like Aguero. Long time, I've been dishing out CVs. Back down, I speak to a boss. And my young bro linking these girls, now he pissed, he got makeup on his Fendi top. I'm on route to a mill like Heskey. In my city, might be coming for the Sterling. I'm speeding like Sonic, so we might get techie. And this ain't no Bentley. She pull her top up like I said. She said she wanna go to the finals. Could she even hold the semi?